Alright, so I'm going to be talking about the Plyler versus Doe court case, which discusses the issue of children of illegal immigrants being denied the access to public education in the United States. So I'm going to start off by giving you guys some background information. So in 1975, Texas legislature allowed school districts to deny enrollment in public education to students who were born in different countries and not legally admitted into the United States. 2 years after this policy was passed, the Tyler Independent School District adopted a policy that required foreign-born children to pay tuition if they had been illegally admitted into the U.S. Following Tyler Independent School District's policy, students were legally admitted if they, 1, possessed documentation proving that they were legally present, or 2, if the federal immigration authorities confirmed that they were in the process of securing this documentation. So a few years after this was passed, there was a group of students who lived in Texas but came from Mexico and could not prove that they had been legally admitted into the United States. This brought a class action lawsuit that challenged the policy of the school district. The class action motioned that the district court prevent the school district from denying a free public education to the students in the class. So part of this court case is that the plaintiff are the children who were trying to attend the Tyler Independent School District. The defendant was the superintendent and then members of the Board of Trustees, and then the party defendant was the state of Texas. So first it went to the district court, and the district court found that the policy had violated the Constitution and was considered prevented by federal immigration laws. The court made the ruling that through the policy, the district had either the purpose or effect of keeping illegal aliens out of the state of Texas. They were saying that under current laws and practices, the illegal alien of today may well be the legal alien of tomorrow, and that without education, these undocumented children, already disadvantaged as a result of poverty, lack of English speaking ability, and undeniable racial prejudices, will become permanently locked into the lowest socioeconomic class. Ultimately, the district court sided with the students over the school district. However, the school district filed a petition, and the Supreme Court allowed for a reviewing of the case. So part of the defendant's argument was that they created this policy primarily as a financial measure to avoid a drain on the state's finance. In previous years, there had been issues concerning the public schools in the state due to an increase in special education needs for the immigrants. Another one of their claims that they made was that the exclusion of the immigrants in the public school system would improve the quality of education in Texas. So as a response, the Supreme Court, by a 5-4 vote, found that any resources which might be saved from excluding documented children from public schools were far outweighed by the harms imposed on society at large from denying them an education. The court held that illegal aliens were entitled to the protection of the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment, which states, "Nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor deny to any person within a jurisdiction the equal protection of the laws." The children ultimately were not in control of their guardians' decisions, meaning that they should not be held responsible for their undocumented status. Quote from the Supreme Court says, it's senseless for an enlightened society to deprive any children, including unauthorized immigrants, of an education because the long-range costs of excluding any children from the public schools may well outweigh the cost of educating them. Ultimately, the district had no rational basis as to deny public education to illegal immigrants based on their immigration status. By denying these children an education, it would overall prevent them the opportunity to be a part of our society.